Authorities say 5 people were stabbed or wounded when that suspect allegedly barged through the front door and went on the attack. And when he was done, police say the man escaped in a car, sparking an intense search. Mark Liverman is outside the synagogue in Muncie, New York, with the details.
This attack happened on the 7th night of Hanukkah. It also happened at the end of Shabbos, the Jewish Sabbath, as people were praying inside. Hard to imagine how terrifying this would have been watching as a man wielding a machete came through that front door there and started stabbing people. Early this morning, what we saw was people along the front lawn here holding each other, comforting each other, just trying to make sense of all of this.
He took out his knife sword from a holder and started hitting people back and forth. He didn't say anything. He screamed after me when they came out here. He screamed after me, "Hey you, I'll get you."
I have 3 patients right now down, heavy bleeding. I need multiple ambulances, please, at least 4 to 5.
Victims laid out on stretchers, being rushed to ambulances, surrounded by people trying to help. At least 5 people were stabbed Saturday night in an attack on a synagogue in Rockland County.
He moved to the front door and he goes straight into the kitchen, and the dining room was the first thing. First he went into the dining room and hit a few people there. Then he went to the kitchen, he hit one guy there, and then he came back to the dining room.
It happened at Rabbi Rottenberg's synagogue on Forshey Road in Muncie, New York. Police say the suspect, whose face was covered with a scarf, came into the synagogue during a Hanukkah celebration and pulled out a machete. That's when he started chasing after people inside, stabbing them as they tried to escape.
What's going on? And that's the question that we don't have the answers, and people are genuinely scared.
Police say the suspect took off, hopped into a gray Nissan Sentra, and drove away. Then, just after midnight, he was arrested in Harlem.
The people that were stabbed tonight, what did they do? Did the perpetrator even know who they were? Or just knew that they were Jews?
So far, police haven't released any other information on the 5 victims, although Orthodox Jewish Public Affairs Council co-founder Yossi Gestetner says one of them was a senior.
The least severe case is someone who has been stabbed only in the hand. One of the rabbi's children were also stabbed.
Governor Cuomo directed the state's hate crimes task force to investigate the attack.
It's time for people to be introspective, try to reach out to our neighbors, understand each other better, and take an absolutely firm stand against violence against people.
And so far, police haven't released any other information on those 5 victims. In Muncie, New York, Mark Liverman, CBSN, New York.
Shalom, shalom. It's the Brother Maccabee from GMS, Colorado. Just coming at you with another sit down. Just kind of wanting to speak on, man, you know, this happened actually earlier today. Took place, I believe, early last night, something along those lines. I just wanted to just get this out there, man. Esau, as you can see, they're using, or I should say, is using what their weapons are, man. Their media is being turned against the Hebrew Israelites, man. Okay? And it's not a black Hebrew Israelite thing. They're not looking for just them. They want to include all of the Akim, all of the brothers that are included in the fold. They want to bring you all under one umbrella, kind of domestic terrorist group. We have no ties to any black Hebrew Israelite groups whatsoever. The banner of GMS itself, but it ain't gonna matter because Esau's game plan is to lump everyone together, you know, put everybody in a bad light, and they're gonna turn the public and the media against anyone who is preaching about Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay, you know, the brother Gar even we had a conversation where he said he was speaking to Salakia. Said he was speaking to brothers from other camps, you know, other folds, such as IUIC and some of the other, and they even realize, you know, what's going on, what's taking place, that we're getting bad press. My sister told me yesterday, I had a conversation with my sister where she said people are talking about the Hebrew Israelites in a negative light, man, not understanding and not knowing what is really going on, and Esau's using their media to push bullshit stories. I wouldn't be surprised if this Mark Liverman character here was even one of these so-called fake Jews, man. Okay, the fact of the matter is that there's a case being built against the Israelites, man. Okay, because we're exposing the fact that the people who you ignorantly call the Jews today are an imposter people, are in fact an imposter people who have stolen an identity and a heritage that does not belong to them. In fact, it condemns them, and they're going to be subject to great punishment under Yahushai, all right, under Yahweh, the Father and the Son, for what they've done. That's what this comes down to. It has nothing to do with anti-Semitism, which it doesn't exist. It isn't a real word. It's Shem. It's Shem, and Shem is the more than just the Jews. He was the forefather to 7 Hebrew nations. Okay, so they're not on some exclusive level. To say Semitism, it doesn't even make sense. It's a completely made up, falsified idea and word. It's not real. It's Shem. Esau's. I wanted to kind of get out there is, if you haven't seen or heard about it yet, Esau has taken down. He has eliminated our main source of, our main YouTube channel. They deleted it and took down, years worth of all the brothers that have been in the fold in GMS Colorado. All of that work that was on that channel is gone. A lot of the proof showing that we're not carnal, what we preach, what we teach about. And I thought to myself, kind of just put it together that, hey, man, Esau's most definitely building a case because they're trying to wipe away, history and facts and everything that we've put out there. Not just our camp, but the rest of the camps in GMS and the rest of the camps in the fold that are teaching in the law, statutes, and commandments out of the book and who's who and biblical history out of the book. They want to wipe that away because they're trying to paint a narrative, man. They're trying to paint this narrative. Okay? The narrative for this Slovakia. I'm working on 2 screens, so let me see if I can. They want to push this narrative. And we're going to grab a couple scriptures, but let me paint this picture. Well, of course, they know what I'm looking for. But you punch in Israelite, and it comes up with this narrative. Okay, which this movie hasn't been released yet. But they want to push this narrative. This is an image that's often used by many of the brothers around GMS. It's a picture of Yahushua, man. Yahushua with his red eyes, man. Many brothers, this particular picture was the background on my phone for many years, coming into this truth. And they want to take this and make this the new image of what being a Hebrew Israelite is, when that's not the case. This is a subplot. This movie has a subplot of basically a renegade Judite who commits all these terroristic acts, and an Ephraimite brother who has infiltrated their camp, basically wants to save the rest of the brothers because he gets in with the fold and realizes they're teaching the truth. Okay? But this is not what being a Hebrew Israelite is about, man. Doing all kinds of domestic stupid shit and whatnot, having Esau paint the picture for it. Being the accuser. Alright? And let's get that real quick. This isn't it ain't nothing necessarily to totally be fearful of or anything in that matter. This is just prophecy being fulfilled, man. Alright, Esau was always bound to do this. He was bound to try and criminalize and demonize the men of the Lord. Because we have to be hated, man, for the scriptures to be fulfilled. All right. Um, and Salakia. And this is why they got all this beef with us, man. Okay? Check it out. This is John 15. All right, I'm going to start at 15. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servants knoweth what his Lord doeth. Or Salakia, the servants knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I call you friends. For all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you. All right, unto the brotherhood, unto the elect of Israel. All right, he's made these things known. He has no power, man, which is why he twisting and turning and throwing tantrums and trying to demonize the brotherhood, because the words that are coming out of our mouth, the words that are coming out of our mouth are not our own. They're the words of the Most High, and they are tearing these Edomites. Okay, they can't deal with us anymore on a normal level. They can't ignore these facts and these truths anymore. So what's the next step? To make you the most hated and the new face of terror, and turn everyone against you, and have your loved ones ratting you out, and exposing your doings, because they want you to be the new bad guys, man. Okay, they're done with. They're gonna turn their eye on the Israelites now. All right. Ye have not chosen me, Salakia. Ye have not chosen me. So that goes for all you grape juice drinkers too, that think that you can just choose the Lord. No, the Lord has to choose you. Okay, he has to choose you. You don't just get to be, oh, I'm saved now, or ain't none of you people saved, man. And that's the lie that he's trying to protect. He wants to protect these lies. But moving forward, we're gonna read this here. This is what I want to get out. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you, that ye go forth and bring fruit, and that your fruit shall remain. And whatsoever ye ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. These things I command you, that ye love one another. All right. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love its own. Salakia, but because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. All right, and that's the reason why we're so hated, man. We are against everything that E's kingdom and establishments and nations stand for, man. We are not with you Edomites, man. We are not with your bullshit, the pagan holidays, the celebration of pagan holidays, the just the continuous lying and backbiting and doing of wickedness, man. Even the 2/3 hate us, man. Even the 2/3 can't stand an Israelite, because you represent everything that they don't want to be here. Okay, you are the biggest and the most direct threat to E's power system. All right, the biggest danger to his power system is the truth. Okay, because they have built a false reality around everything that you see. This narrative, a false reality. There's everything is being, even this little story we just listened to at the beginning of the lesson here. It doesn't even sound right, man. They trying to bring sympathy to these rats, man, to these lying, culture thieving, culture stealing, blasphemizing rats, man. Okay, you stole the culture. You are not the Jews. You Ashkenazi, Khazarian Jews. You are not of the Bible. You are not the chosen people of the Bible, and you're being exposed. And the Edomites who support and have benefited off this lie, you're being exposed too, and you looking real bad. Let's continue though. Okay, if you were of the world would love its own. That's back in 19, because of John 15, Salakia, John 15 verse 19. If you were of the world would love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Remember the word that I said unto you: the servant is not greater than his Lord. And if they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. And if thou keep my sayings, they will keep yours also. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know, Salakia, because they know not him that sent me. So you don't know the Lord, man. You heathens, you, and especially you Khazarian fake, calling yourself the Israelites. There's a reason you call yourselves Israeli, because you know you not the people, and you know the Lord will come down on you if you blasphemize, and it's okay, and that's all right, because He gonna come down on you for continuously getting the people, the real people of Israel, keeping them in a dumbed down state. What you've done to the nations of Israel, you will pay for. Okay, I'm not gonna get deep into that. That's another lesson, but for what you've done to the nation of Israel, and to perpetrate and pretend to be a nation, and steal our heritage, and spread madness and wickedness all throughout the earth, you will be judged and you will be dealt with accordingly for those things. Okay, and it ain't gonna be no pretty happy. You will not enjoy the kingdom of heaven. Let's put it that way, because it's not for you. All right, this is as good as it will ever get for any heathens or Edomites on the planet Earth, as far as control and rulership goes. You will never reach that point again. You will never, ever, ever sit in rulership again. It is over. When you leave the power seat, Edom, good old E, when you leave the power seat, you never getting it back. All right. But all these things they will do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not sinned. But now they have no cloak for their sin. He that hateth me, Salakia, he that hateth me, hateth my Father also. And that goes for the 2/3 nigga, a heathen, anyone who's outside of the fold and isn't included in the elect of Israel. All right, who's not included in the elect of Israel, and the 1/3 that are going to go through the fire, man, and JT, in a place to make anyone who is in that fold the enemy. Okay, if I had not done among them the works which none or other man did, they had not sinned. But now they had both seen and hated both me and my Father. But this come to pass, the word might be fulfilled that is written in their law. They hated me without cause. All right, that's what it's coming down to, man. All right, you people hate the Most High, man. You don't have an issue with the Israelites. Your issue lies with the Most High. Okay, and the issue is your arms is too short to box with Yahweh. Okay, so because you have this issue with the Most High, you're gonna take it out on his people, and the Most High got you in a trick bag, because when you lay your hands on the elect, it's over for you. Okay, it's over for you. Thus saith the Bible, and that's scriptural, and you're gonna do it. You're gonna put your hands on the elect. That hour of temptation is gonna come, Akim and Akwath. Okay, and I'm sorry, I now that I'm in the video, I want to make sure that I can't even remember. I normally start my videos different, but let me grab one more. Just in case I didn't say it, let me first and foremost say, all praises unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Rukakadash Brakatah. I also want to give double honors unto the elders of Israel, who are the true leaders of Israel, whether you can accept that or not. And I want to give a deep to all the Akim Akwath, Akim, who the prophecy of the speckled bird may apply to you, where your forefathers, you may not look like a Negro, Latino, or Native American, but your forefather and bloodline goes back to the Hebrews, Latinos, to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. To you, I say Shalom. Okay, just in case I didn't get that out there the first time, I had totally meant to, and I apologize. But let me this is that great faith tester, man, is coming upon us, man. That great time of tribulation is coming. I just wanted to do a quick video just to know that, brothers, This was prophesied that we would be turned into the enemy, be made to look like we're doing something wrong, and we're not, because they don't hate us, man. They hate the words that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh was edifying. And until next time, Akim. Shalom.